They are no doubt effective. They have at least 3 obvious benefits, but they also carry an intrinsic significant risk that we all must take into account. I'm talking supersets. We all know about the profound importance of exercise, and it's not just about looking better, it's fundamental to our longevity and health span. There's robust evidence that shows that exercise, both aerobic and resistance training, extends our life, enhances our cognitive function, improves glycemic control, strengthens our bones, reduces chronic inflammation, optimizes body composition, and we can go on and on and on with staggering list of benefits. But the immediate, practical, pragmatic challenge many of us are facing is how do we fit effective high-quality exercise into a busy schedule between work, family, social obligations, and everything else that life is throwing at us constantly. When my clients and I discuss maximizing return on time invested in the gym or training at home, we inevitably lean towards maximal saturation approach, packing exercise session with more work per unit of time. And the logical way of doing that is exactly supersets. Supersets involve pairing 2 different exercises, often for opposing muscle groups known as antagonists, and performing them back to back with minimal to no rest in between. Think about pulling exercise like rows, working your back and biceps, and that is immediately followed by a pushing exercise like bench press, working your chest and triceps. Or for those of us calisthenics lovers out there, including myself, think pull-ups and dips or pull-ups and push-ups. You can drop me a comment below with your favorite superset while we move on to the 3 benefits. The first benefit of supersets is straightforward: time efficiency. By filling some of the rest time between sets of exercise 1 with exercise 2, we significantly increase training density. We perform more work per unit of time, getting more done faster. I personally always train antagonist supersets, and this allows me to condense my workout sessions by about 30 to 40% without any loss of volume. But the advantages go deeper. The second benefit leverages our neurobiology, and we can name it enhanced muscle recovery via reciprocal inhibition. Our nervous system is wired such that when we intentionally contract a specific muscle group, the agonist, the neural circuits automatically send signals to inhibit the opposing muscle group, the antagonist, causing it to relax. Think about extending your arm forward using your triceps, so your biceps must relax to allow that movement smoothly. This is a process mediated largely via the spinal reflexes, and the studies suggest that it's not just passive relaxation. Performing exercise for an antagonist muscle group during the rest period for agonist actually leads to better recovery and better preparedness for the next agonist set as compared to simply doing nothing. So when we perform dips with focus on triceps right after pull-ups that focus on back and biceps, while we're doing dips, our biceps aren't just resting, they're being neurologically encouraged to relax more fully, and they're better primed for better performance on the next set of pull-ups. It's a fascinating neurological tip for enhanced muscle recovery already wired into our neurobiology. Benefit number 3 is increased cardiovascular demand. Now, supersets keep heart rate elevated for a larger proportion of workout duration as compared to traditional training with longer rest periods or empty rest periods. This provides a greater aerobic stimulus, improving cardiovascular fitness and potentially increasing overall energy expenditure during and after the workout. Essentially, we're getting 2 for 1, potent resistance training and significant cardiovascular challenge. So for the benefits, we have time efficiency, enhanced muscle recovery, and cardiovascular boost, which all sounds great. But all this comes with a degree of increased risk of injury. To most of my clients, I recommend doing sets close to muscular failure, leaving 1 or maybe maximum 2 reps in reserve. It's an effective strategy for muscle hypertrophy without the risks associated with always training to failure. You can have some sets to failure, but better keep 1 or 2 reps in reserve. But as with training to failure, even with this strategy, there is still demand on the central nervous system. And the closer we get to failure, the more focus we require to maintain proper form, proper technique, and ensure that the target muscles are loaded effectively while the joints are protected. Supersets, by their intense nature and minimal rest, significantly amplify the CNS demand. And with doubling physical work in a short time, focus demand may be increasing x3 or x4. And as fatigue inevitably sets in, our physical and neural ability to maintain that focus degrades, and when focus slips, form breaks down, and when form breaks down, especially under load and fatigue, the risk of injury doesn't just increase, it increases exponentially. This risk is even higher for those of us in the 40+ age bracket, including myself, as we no longer possess the same rapid regeneration when compared to teenagers or someone in their 20s, and therefore even minor form breakdown could lead to injury, albeit a one-off serious injury or cumulative wear and tear over a period of time. Ironically, supersets are often most appealing to this specific demographic as the time becomes more and more constrained with age and added responsibilities. So, we should use supersets wisely, prioritize focus and technique, listen to our body signals, and effectively manage fatigue. And also, choosing the exercises that we can perform with excellent technique, even with fatigue, that's also a big point here. Applied intelligently, supersets are exceptionally productive. Applied recklessly, they add to the risk of injury. Stay strong, train smart, keep forging. I personally always train antagonist supersets, and there's a plane again. And again, the turbo propelled, so that we can really enjoy the sound of it. Turbo propelled are for the win. Yeah, and it takes a while, and they come every 3 minutes, which is great because the airport is nearby. Amazing.